Oh my gosh, I wasn't even going to do an entry today because it was kind of lousy weather. But man, I was out here. I'm out here on the river, and I just got a giant on the whopper plopper. Oh my gosh. I was missing bass all morning and only catching dinks in here. And I said, I need to slow my retrieve down because they were like coming out. They were like porpoising on top of it and stuff. I was missing them every single time. This is a good one. He stopped shaking. Get this thing out of the net. Gosh, that thing hit it like, man. Come on now. Thank you. Look at this one. That is a big one right there. Holy crap. That is a good one. Get a measurement on this. The smallest bass I need to call is 19 and a quarter. Ooh, that's a good one on the whopper plopper. Get a selfie. Get a selfie. Giant bass on the whopper plopper. Wow. Let's give him a measure. God, they look so big. I've like lost my big fish perspective. I think every bass now. Like I thought that one I caught yesterday, I thought that thing was like freaking 10 pounds. I was spazzing. Literally spazzing. That's kind of a good camera shot. Right here. Let's see. God, all that meat. He's only 18 and a half. That's a good one. 18 and a half. This camera. I'm gonna end up busting this camera. Well. I'm about to rip my thumb off. Wow. Slow the whopper plopper down. So I was like buzzing it. They were coming out of the water, they're like shampooing it. A 16-incher shampooed it, and then like a 19-incher shampooed it. And then I was like, man, I need to slow down. So I'm still trying to figure out the whopper plopper. I mean, this summer's experiments, the Zebco bullet, fail. They're a cool reel, but that's a fail. The line gets like pinched down into the spool. Like I remember that being a kid fishing with those things. And the Zebco bullet's like 29 inches of pickup. It's not a joke. And I mean, it's a cool reel. And they make them. I even bought both ones. I bought like the collector one, and I bought like they made a magnesium one. It still weighed like 10.4 ounces. And the collector one weighed like 14 ounces. So, wow, it's unbelievable. Unbelievable. But and the other experiment was the whopper plopper. I mean, like I caught like on Lake Lanier's practicing for a tournament. I caught a couple good ones in the early spring, and then I threw the heck out of it and just really never got bit. Came out here to the river, got one big bite. One really big bite on it, lost it. And then, you know, caught several, you know, your 15, 16-inch variety. Then I took it over to Lake Seed in the during the pre-spawn time. I got a 19 and a half. But I've been catching them on him in here pretty good. But this is a unique situation. I'm sitting in like a backwater. I mean, but like last year when I went to Florida, I absolutely killed them on the whopper plopper. Every species, snakehead, largemouth, peacock, like everything hit it. But the jury's still out on the whopper plopper. Is definitely a tool. So I'll see if I can get another big one like that and maybe be able to make a little video today.
A long time.
Whoa! Stay on.
I got one bite in 7 hours. Perfect. And, you know, I was with a buddy, and he's like, ah, man, it's a tough time of the year.
Holy
You're mad about it. And I'm like, yeah, but I should have. And I got off the water, you know, I had
Let
a
him pull your kayak.
drive, and I started reflecting on the day, and I was like, man, I did a bunch of different stuff. I cranked, I threw a big worm, I threw a swim bait, I drop shotted, I tried to use forward-facing sonar, I graphed, I did a bunch of different stuff, but I did it, and it seemed, at the end of the day, like I never really gave anything a real shot. It was just haphazardly here, and there,
spot.
and over there, and I was like, what
Holy
did I really
smokes.
accomplish?
PB spot. PB
spot,
PB spotted bass. Oh my god, I got the biggest spotted bass I've ever freaking seen.
A football team on the
field, it's a largemouth,
and you just don't have any place. You just hike the wall, and whatever happens.
Holy smokes!
It's not a good feeling, right? Now sometimes.
Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh! I know I'm not going to say 10-pounder. It's not a 10-pounder. Holy smokes! Oh my god! I gotta weigh this one. Whew! God, this one is huge. Barely hooked. Oh my god, that is so long. Oh my god, that is so long. Holy shit. Oh my god, let me get a picture of this. Man, what a bucket. Oh my god, what a bucket. Oh my god, what a bucket. Oh my god, what a bucket. Where's the phone? Right there. Alright. I got a little system down here. Oh gosh. Kettle everything out of the way. Holy smokes. That is a tub of lard. A giant tub of lard. Don't give me a hard time. I want to say this is an old bass. Oh, it just bit me. Put the net here. This here. Angle the head down. Gosh dang. Threw the identifier off. This is a struggle. Struggle. Oh shit. Man, this thing is 23 inches. No, mouth is shut. Oh, come on, get on the phone. Let me see if I can get it. 3/4. No. Done. All right, let me get a selfie. Shit, wrong hand. Oh shit. Whew. Whew. Oh my god, I gotta get a weight. Let's get a weight. Then I'm gonna let them go. Power. Hello, cheap scale. All right. I can't do it. You want to? I was trying to get. I'm looking in the gill and make sure I don't lay it up on a gill. 5.6. 5.6. Biggin. Absolute biggin. Oh my gosh. Release. Release. Swim away. Come on now. Come on back here. There it goes. Whew. Oh my God. My identifier just died.
Yeah, because that's similar.
Yeah.
Nice
Similar
little
to the opposite
spot.
side.
Right, so it's similar to the spawn.
Look at that
So I
one.
started out with DD22s and fat-free 7s. Actually, the new
Dark.
the new gen fat-free 7s and DD22s. So I scoured that 15
Man,
to
that's a
18
nice
foot
spot.
stuff and never got a bite.
Let him
Then
go.
I moved up. I moved up to shadow.
Special about that dot.
Now remember,
Another
your
nice
waypoint
spot.
of fish
Woo.
bite. I got him. He's big. Hit the waypoint. Put the fish in. Moved without fish. We just
Another
figured
giant.
we have to run more of these gravel points because we're not running into
They
them
weren't
yet.
there anymore. They were a couple hundred yards up on the bank doing their thing.
They were
Holy
doing their
shit.
thing.
Oh God, big spot.
And so guys
Big
were
old
found
spot.
in the backs of pockets. And we're like, oh, the backs of pockets, how stupid are we? You know what I mean? Well, it wasn't the backs of pockets, just any pocket, which I learned later.
Back to pockets with had points out front of them where you were smoking them on the rattle baits and
And to find little creek channels that ran into those pockets. That's when I started employing structure fishing to my springtime fishing, and my springtime fishing was no longer a weakness, it became a strength.
That was the Lay Lake Classic. That is the case in point on the Lay Lake Classic. Everyone was fishing in the takeoff where it was. You had, I think, Creed and all these guys that were fishing there, and they were hammering them. And
Here is just a big school of bigs. That's a nice one.
So it's, if you're getting
Beautiful
into it,
bass.
I would encourage everyone to do it, just because even if nobody watches it, it's fun to just go back and watch your own videos to just see how you did. Keep track of your days.
Making the bass and bruise mean. I don't give a shit who the third party is. They don't count. Like when they came on here, they signed a contract that anything that happens afterwards associated with this podcast, they're associated with.
I like it.
They didn't actually sign anything.